Hey, welcome to BSB TV. Today, I'm really excited. I've got Ronnie from Bohemian Coaching. Ronnie's a little bit English. Hey, Ronnie.
How's it going, Kevin?
It's going awesome. Now, you're not from around here. Where did you come from?
South London originally. 3 years ago, this weekend actually is my anniversary being over in Australia.
There you go. And the world's a better place for it. I'm sure both countries are celebrating in different ways. Now, with that, you've been here for some time. You've had Bohemian Coaching for the last 12 months. You help people get fit and get moving. I've been following your posts and everything. Pretty amazing programs you got there. But it's really important for a whole lot of different reasons.
Correct. Yeah, there's many reasons that I do say to clients that they should look at from the start. I've also always built my motto on mindset, nutrition, and training. They're the three pillars of success.
Yep.
Which is what I try and tell my clients.
Fantastic. And mindset, exercise and mindset have so much. They're so intertwined, aren't they?
Correct. I think mindset comes down to a lot of things, and especially this week being Mental Health Week, it's really important for exercise, because when you do exercise, it sort of gives you that lot better headspace. If you train and exercise on a daily basis, then you've got clearer thoughts, and that will sort of move on from there. Yeah,
absolutely. Because when you do have that, I know that when, I walk the dog in the morning, it's not like I have a rigorous exercise routine these days, but I do walk the dog for about 5 kilometers or 4.5 kilometers in the morning. And I do find that when I start the day with that, I listen to audiobooks as I'm doing that. And sometimes I just shut them off and I just walk in silence, or I listen to music. It just puts me in a better frame of mind for the whole day.
Yeah, correct. That's a common thing I hear, especially first thing in the morning. If people are, I think, regimented in getting up early and they can stick to their 5:30 alarms or whatever you told me a minute ago, then you're going to start the day feeling good, having accomplished something already, while the rest of the world's still in bed.
Absolutely. Well, it is. Look, I do only work 4.5 kilometers because I've got to get back home so that Melissa can go off to her Pilates class. And I refuse to get out of bed before 5:15. I know I'm a lazy bastard, particularly in winter. I actually think we should have summer and winter routines, and winter we get up an hour later. But, I'm working on that one. It's been 10 years in the making, but I'll get there eventually. So better mental health, better energy right throughout the day. What's the third thing that being a bit more active can help us with?
Well, but like I mentioned earlier with the endorphins, the endorphins, it sort of gives you that feel-good factor in a way. And but I must admit, when I don't train on certain days, I feel like rubbish. And it's not because I'm an addict. It's just that I know that if I have a good exercise session, then I'm going to sort of feel generally better and a bit more alive. And like you said a minute ago, the energy I've got is going to be through the roof. So,
Ronnie, you are an addict, because we know that endorphins are a chemical reaction in your brain, and if you don't exercise, you don't get them. That's why you're feeling crap. So it's just like, hey, I didn't have my coffee this morning. I get a little bit grumpy. Absolutely. So it's not a bad addict; it's a good addict.
It's a good addiction. There's a lot worse addictions.
Addictions, of course.
That's right. There's a lot worse addictions. There's people who can beat the sugar, which obviously is the biggest one, especially these days.
Absolutely. So look, so better mental health, better energy, endorphins to make you feel good all round in general. What's the fourth thing?
I honestly think balance. Some people put too much pressure on themselves to exercise, and then they neglect friends, family, work. Like things get put to the back. I think as long as you've got a good balance where you can handle the stresses of one and the other, that basically will help you sustain what you're doing. Because if you go all in, it's a bit like if you're trying to give up smoking and you go from smoking 30 a day to 0, you're gonna collapse. You're gonna give up. You're gonna carry on smoking.
Absolutely, and that balance is so important. It's not about committing to 2.5 hours of exercise a day. It's there was one thing I was listening to recently where the guy was a fitness coach, and he said, look, just commit to one thing. If that's one sit up a day and that's all you can commit to, just commit to that and build on the momentum of that, right? So it really is about that balance and making sure that you're finding time for family, for friends, for entertainment, and making sure that that your exercise is just part of that routine, which is fantastic. So there are 5 things. We kind of snuck an extra one in there.
Well, I will also say a lot of guys and girls get hooked on dieting, and that's one of the main things that I want people to realize, that you haven't got to be on a rabbit food diet. Like lettuce, cucumber, and spinach gets a bit boring for most people. Some people never even had spinach.
Look, all of that would be awesome with a nice juicy steak. Absolutely.
Right.
I'm a carnivore through and through. Ronnie from Bohemian Coaching, you've got a 50-day challenge coming up, haven't you?
I do. 50-day, yes, actually, you're correct. It was actually going to be 49 days, but I thought 50 sounds better.
I know. So you're just going to make people work that extra day at the end just to make sure they get that 50-day certificate. So it's a 7-week challenge, 7-week and 1-day challenge. Ronnie, Bohemian Coaching. And they don't actually have to come to your studio. You do this as an online program.
Yeah. I actually launched this program 4 months ago. Been working on it for 4 months before that. So technically 8 months of work so far. How this works is I mentor clients through the 7 weeks, sort of 49 days and one day. Well, I look at their nutrition, I look at their training, I schedule that for them. They have to check in with me once a week via Zoom call, like we are now, having a Zoom chat. Yep. So it's generally a check-in once a week. And sorry, Karen.
And are there, like through COVID, group exercise classes and that sort of stuff where you can join in and everyone get together, or is it just all one-on-one stuff?
Technically, none of it's one-on-one. It's not in person. Everything's done over on the online coaching platform that I've put into place. I am doing two live Zoom workouts every week with the group at the moment, which is good.
Fantastic. So people can come and join as part of a collaborative, or they can do it by themselves. It's a self-paced program. You're not there to try and beat everyone else. You're there just to improve on from where you are. And as we said, it isn't about running a marathon tomorrow. It's about getting started. It's about actually getting that first foot going in front of the other and actually starting to feel better. So you have one quick question for me at the very end.
Yes. I wanted to actually, I had 2 questions, if you don't mind. I can ask 2?
You can ask me both.
First one I wanted to ask you was, what do you do on a daily basis that you feel benefits your health and fitness? That's the first one. So far away. So
I'm allowed to say a weekday basis because I get really lazy on weekends and I don't walk the dogs then. But I do walk the dog, as I said, quarter past 5, 5:30 every single day, 4.5 kilometers without doubt. And some days, boy, do I not want to do that.
That's your daily activity that you generally stick to Monday to Friday, correct?
Absolutely.
Good. And in terms of the next question, on the flip side, I like to find out when I take on clients what their one bad meal is. If they were to pick one thing and it's really bad for them, what would it be?
My favorite bad meal, I love an awesome hamburger with the works. I've got to say, I really do.
Double cheese, double bacon?
No, just a hamburger with a true Australian hamburger with a lot, with beetroot and pineapple and eggs and everything and stuff and chips, hot chips. You got to have your hot chips with your burger.
Yep.
And we'll do that, every now and again. I don't do it too often, but I'd probably do it too often, if that makes sense.
Hopefully not doing it every day anyway.
No, not every day. No. Once a fortnight or thereabouts, I would say.
Oh, that's all right then. That's fine. I'll let you off that one.
That's okay. Look, thanks very much for your time today. I've really appreciated it. Share the link into your 50-day challenge into this feed. This will also be there where you can share it. back into the group at different times when you're about to run your 50-day challenge. So you've got that as an asset. We'll throw it up onto your portal listing. It's there as an evergreen. So congratulations. Cool. Thanks for coming on. I know you were really nervous about coming on and having a chat with me. It wasn't that hard, really, was it?
No, I'm getting better on camera. I'm not one of the sort of guys that likes to put myself on camera. So it's one of those fears that I've conquered in the last week. So it's good. I'm happy.
Look, it's really nothing to be scared about. Thanks very much for coming on, sharing your wealth of knowledge around fitness and how it makes you feel better, gives you better balance, better concentration, more energy, the endorphins, and also improved focus, which we're all going to help you with your business as well. That's what's going to give you, better mental health and better confidence in life. So thanks very much for your time today. I really appreciate it.
No worries, Kevin. Have a good afternoon, mate.
Okay.